Oh,
Hello.
hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Oh, good morning. Where are you from?
I'm from Australia, but I'm in Vietnam.
Oh, you are staying in Vietnam now. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
My
name
name
is Donna.
is Donna.
Yeah.
Okay. My name is Hiroshi.
Hiroshi. So
Yeah,
let me guess, you are in Japan at
of
the
course,
moment.
in Japan.
Uh-huh. And it's 10 on a 9:30 in the morning.
Yeah, 9:30.
Very
So,
good.
what time is it?
For me, it's 7:30 a.m.
Oh, so early. You
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
up so early.
I did get up early, but I did have a coffee first.
Ah, before
Hmm.
breakfast.
Yes, and I'll have breakfast later.
Mhm.
Hmm.
So you are from Australia originally?
Well, actually, I was born in New Zealand,
Oh,
but
New Zealand.
yeah,
And you are brought up in Australia.
yeah, something,
Oh,
something like that, something
mhm.
like that. Yeah.
Well, I've never been to New Zealand yet, but I visit Australia quite often. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, and actually I stayed in Australia. Uh, the longest time was 1.5 years over there.
Wow.
I attended the university in Sydney. Yeah, the University of New South Wales.
Nice.
And I earned a master's degree over there.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
why your English is so good.
Well, I hope so, but I know it's not good enough.
Oh, no, I
Um,
think it's very
yeah.
good. What was your master's in? What field?
Oh, I majored in applied linguistics. Yeah,
Ah,
that's the
now I
teaching.
know
Yeah,
why
applied
your
language.
English
Yes,
is so good.
yes. Mhm.
So,
Mm,
were you a lecturer? Were you a lecturer at university?
Uh, no, uh, sorry.
Were you a lecturer at university in
Oh,
Japan?
in Japan, you mean after? Well, yeah. Uh, Luckily, I got the side job. Not a regular teacher, but I just uh, work for a university as a part
Nice.
timer. Yeah.
Okay.
hmm Yeah. So it was very useful, to study in Australia.
So, what do you think about Japanese in general, Japanese ability, English ability?
Well, I'm afraid generally Japanese are not so good in English. Formally, Japanese people learn English mainly how to read. Reading is a priority of learning. But, now English is an international language, and we have to be able to control or, use English. So, why people um, have to learn speaking.
Hmm.
And so now uh, the government realized the importance, and so the elementary school have begun to teach English uh, too. So I hope, yeah, the future, Japanese people, will be able to speak English more fluently. But at present, I'm afraid it's not so good compared
Hmm.
to other Asian countries. For instance, South Korean people and Chinese. I think they are better than Japanese. I think you teach, many uh, variety of nationalities, and how do you think? Uh,
Well, I actually worked before as a
mm,
teacher in Cambodia for a long
mm,
time, and Cambodians are actually very good at
oh,
English.
really?
I was quite surprised.
Mm.
Yeah.
Can you think of any reason?
Um, that's a good question. I think there are a lot of what they call international schools there.
Oh,
So
international.
even like low budget. So a lot of the subjects are taught in English and Cambodian. So there's a lot of exposure, and there are a lot of tourists there as well.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And generally they're really good at it.
Yeah.
In Vietnam, there's a lot of money spent on English education,
Oh, really?
but their ability is not quite so good.
Yeah. I've never visited Vietnam yet, so I don't know the situation. But a couple of years ago, I visited Taiwan, and usually many Japanese travel to Taiwan as an organized group. But I visited Taiwan privately. I mean,
Independently.
yeah, independently, and I was afraid if I can manage to travel alone, but I didn't have to worry about it because young people, most young people can speak English, so I was very surprised. And furthermore, the people over there very kind. Yeah, I was very surprised. Very, very kind.
I also worked as a teacher in South Korea in the high schools. You know, in Japan, they have the JET program.
Oh, yes, we have JET program.
Yeah, in Korea, they had the EPIC program. Yeah, so I worked on that. But
Really?
a long time ago.
Oh, long time ago.
Yeah, 20 years ago. 20
Whoa,
years ago. Yeah.
they have already that system to invite us.
They stopped it though because it was very expensive.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not sure if it was having much effect.
Yeah.
But
We have the lot of JET teachers in Japan, and yeah, I think they're contributing, improving Japanese speaking abilities. I think. Yeah.
I think as well another good program is the working holiday visas to Australia.
Oh yes, I know that. Yes. So probably we have Japanese also have the working visa program. I think.
Yep.
Oh, we have. Oh.
Yeah, so you can get Japanese people under the age of 30 get a working holiday visa in Australia for 1
Yes.
year.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I think those provide motivation for students to learn English.
Yeah. Actually, one of my students visit Australia using working holiday visa, and yeah, he acquired quite a good ability of speaking after staying 1 year
Yeah,
in Australia.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I
So
think those kinds of programs are good because there's a reason for the motivation for students to learn.
yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you enjoy living in Vietnam, I think.
I do and I did, but I have to leave. So
Oh, you have to leave. Why? You decided.
no, they stopping all the visas for foreigners. So
Oh, really? How long have you stayed in Vietnam now?
in
Mhm.
total 7.5 years.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So didn't you have the working visa by some
The
country?
first
Oh,
couple of times, yes, but this time I'm only on a tourist visa.
oh, really?
Mm,
So you are leaving
yeah,
Vietnam soon.
yeah. I've got to learn a new language.
Okay. Ah. So,
Mm.
where in Australia are you going to settle?
Well, it's very difficult at the
Oh, you have
moment.
not yet decided.
So, well, I think I'm going to have to go to Mexico.
Oh, Mexico. Mm. So, you would like to teach English in Mexico,
No,
right?
not teach
No?
English. No.
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 Oh.
I'm sort of semi-retired now. I only do a little bit of teaching on Cambly. I'm a writer now, a full-time writer.
Oh. You're a writer.
Mm.
Oh. What genre?
I used to write dystopia, but
Utopia.
yeah, dystopia.
Dystopia.
Dystopia, the opposite of
Oh,
utopia.
yeah, yeah. I cannot guess. So you want to describe the terrible, future?
Yeah. But at the moment, no one wants to buy that because we are living in dystopia.
It's already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have to change genres.
Interesting. Right.
Mm,
Okay.
yeah. Maybe I have to write utopian stories now. I don't know.
Yeah.
People want happy stuff at the moment.
Yeah.
Mm,
Mm, yeah.
yeah. So what about you? What do you do how do you spend your days these
Well,
days?
actually, now under the pandemic, I can't go so often and just stay at home, except taking a walk every day and go shopping. And also, sometimes I see my friends, but, unfortunately, we have the surge of cases in Japan now. After the Olympics games finished, I don't know. We have the relation of the Olympics, but the cases increasing rapidly now,
Mm,
surprisingly rapid.
wow, because it was very controversial, wasn't it?
Yeah. So the government denied any relation with the Olympics, but I don't know. It's
Well, follow
a
the money. Follow the money, as we say as a journalist. Follow the money.
yeah, right. Mm.
Oh, wow. So what part of Japan do you live in?
Oh, I live in the southern part of Japan, called Kumamoto.
Oh, never heard of
Kumamoto.
that.
Yeah, it's a
It's
very
a rural area.
yeah.
Oh,
Of
nice.
course, even if a rural, it's a big city,
Oh,
maybe
okay.
more than 500,000
Oh,
people.
wow. Oh,
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
Okay.
But it's very far from Tokyo, the center of Japan. Uh,
You're
so when
close to Okinawa.
yeah, Okinawa, the southern part,
Mm.
the most southern part of Japan, and Okinawa is a tourist resort, and also it is uh, famous for American uh, military bases in
Yeah.
Okinawa.
Yeah.
Yeah, and actually uh, we
It's
have.
also famous for the diet, the food. Like they are some
Oh,
of the
yeah,
longest living people
yeah, right,
in the
right.
world,
Yes,
the
yeah.
Okinawa diet.
Mm.
Yeah.
So people are very interested in Okinawa's people's life, and
Mm.
we try why Okinawan people live so long, and they found that many people like to eat uh, pork, pork.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what else? And
And
uh,
fish. Isn't it?
and yeah, and they work. You know, even old people still work in the field, even
Ah.
those who are over 100 people.
Wow. So lots of
Yeah,
physical work and lots
yeah,
of
that's
maybe
yeah, very good.
saturated fats, the
Yeah,
fats in the
mhm,
pork, maybe.
yeah, oh, and
Wow.
yeah, I think the foods and working,
Physical, yeah,
yeah.
not sitting around.
Mm.
Wow, it was lovely talking to you.
Oh, okay, all
Yeah,
right. Thank you very much. I enjoy
yes.
talking with you. Thank you
Yeah,
very much.
nice to
Oh,
meet
nice
you.
to see you.